Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tarmac Team. Today, we're going to be swapping out these winter tires for the summer tires on this 2018 Subaru WRX. Here are the tools we're going to be using for today. We have our hydraulic jack for raising up the car. We have our sockets. We have our breaker bar for loosening the lug nuts. We have our 4-way lug wrench. And we have our torque wrench for tightening the bolts to the correct torque spec. Let's talk about these Continental Extreme Contact Sport summer tires. These summer or performance tires are the best for spirited driving. They're the harder compound, so they'll last a bit longer, but the tread is not really designed for off-roading or snow. Winter tires are a much softer compound, so they won't last as long, but they're much better for snow. All-terrain tires are for road, dirt, snow, everything in between. They're basically an all-around tire. And then there's track tires, basically summer tires but on steroids. They won't last as long, but they're super grippy. Finally, there's white wall tires, or classic car tires. They're used on mostly classic cars. They don't ride as good, they don't last as long, but they're pretty damn cool. What do these numbers mean? The 245 is the width of the tire in millimeters. The 40 is the height of the sidewall in percentage of the width, so 40% of 245. The Z is the speed class, so high performance. R is the type of tire, radial. 18 is the size of the wheel or the rim. Let me know down in the comments which one is it, wheel or rim. 97Y is the weight class, so 1,609 pounds per tire. Here we have our lug nuts. We have our stock wheel lug nuts. We have our aftermarket tuner wheel lug nuts. And we have the key for the tuner wheel lug nuts. First things first, you're going to need your breaker bar and the correct size socket. And you're going to put the socket onto the breaker bar. And we're going to loosen each bolt while it's still on the ground. It's easier to do that than in the air because the wheel might shake. Okay. Now this step is very, very important. You have to line up the mounting points on the frame with the ridges on the jack. Before we use the hydraulic jack, we want to make sure that the valve is closed. And the reason we want to make sure that the valve is closed is when it's open, the jack won't lift up. So let's make sure that's closed. Okay, now it's closed. I have to put it in and lock it. And now we have to line it up with the ridges. Now that the valve is closed and the jack is lined up, we can finally raise the car. That should be good. Now it's time to remove the lug nuts. Since we already used the breaker bar to loosen them a bit, these should come out really easily. Let's carefully remove the wheel now. Now let's carefully put the wheel in. You want to line it up with the holes and then slide it in just like that. Let's make sure that's nice and flush. Now you want to take one bolt and you want to put it at the bottom, just halfway through so it stays in place. There you go. Just like that. And now we can get to putting the screws in. We can start putting the other lug nuts in. Let's make sure the wheel is nice and flush against the brakes. You can use your knee as a bracing. And we're going to put each lug nut in. And this step is very important. Make sure each lug nut is diagonally from each other, so you have a nice even fitment. And now it's time to tighten the lug nuts. We're going to take our key and our cross wrench. I'm going to put it in, and we're going to tighten the nuts again diagonally from one each other, so we get some nice even fitment. After you repeat the steps on all other 3 wheels, you're going to tighten the lug nuts with the torque wrench. Let's adjust the torque wrench to 90 pound-feet, which is the recommended spec for the WRX. After all your wheels are done, you should make sure your tires are properly inflated. I should have done that beforehand, but I knew they were fine. In the door jamb, you'll find your recommended PSI. Now that the wheels are on, we're going to be taking you on a test drive to make sure everything's all right. Remember, folks, retorque your wheels after 100 kilometers, and I'll see y'all in the next video.